We have to stop Sir Kelzelik.
Don't you think it's about time you dropped the sir?
He always treated us Danans with such warmth and kindness. Did he have such bad intentions all along? I just can't bring myself to believe it.
Forget about intentions. We should assume he's the one who's behind all these incidents. It's not surprising to me that there are Renans in Menancia who resent Dohalim, but I didn't expect one would be so close to him.
Yes, I suppose you're right. I guess all of us here in Menancia are still some way off from being a truly united realm, aren't we?
Are you going to be okay, Kisara?
I don't know, but I definitely don't want things to end like this. Please, lend me your strength.
Of course. Anyone who tries to oppress others is our enemy, and we'll gladly stand against them. Besides, I want to believe that this realm really can do better too. I thought we'd see fighting throughout the city, but it's dead quiet.
Either Dohalim's allies have been arrested, or they're keeping a low profile.
Meaning the rebels are occupying the palace? Then let's hurry up and kick those bastards out. This place is awfully quiet for a siege palace.
Such a huge place is spooky without all those people here.
They're probably waiting to ambush us.
With so few Renans here, I guess this is what it's like when the Danans are expelled and the ruling minority are all that's left. My money's on them using Zeugles to even the odds.
I don't even see any Danan guardsmen.
The fact that they're not at their stations tells me they really have been driven out. We all swore an oath of loyalty to Lord Dohalim. My fellow guards wouldn't abandon their post lightly.
Speaking of which, where the heck is he?
How could this be happening?
Any idea where we should go in the main building?
Let's try the Lord's chamber.
Worth a shot.
Haha, you can bust that wall open, can't you?
Well, let's give it a try and find out!
Kisara, do you have any idea just what Kelzelik might be planning at the palace?
It's hard to say. I've never seen him use any powerful arts, and I don't think he's particularly skilled with any weapons either. However, I have noticed him accompanied by something strange from time to time.
What kind of strange?
I don't know. I couldn't see anything with him, but I could sense something was there. Probably some sort of Zoogle.
An invisible Zoogle?
We'd better be careful in any case. I'd rather we not find out after it jumps us and tries to rip our throats out.
Right.
Right.
An opponent like this should be easy. I see one, eh?
Here I come!
Freeze Lancer!
Tiger Blade!
Here goes!
I can read your moves like a book!
Lord! It's almost too strong.
Split it open!
Be my guest.
Tiger Blade!
Dragon form! We're not
This
finished!
one's mine! Healing Tiger Blade! I'll take you all on! Ha! Flare the Demolisher! Slash! Magna Ray! Eat this! Tiger Blade! Rip and tear! Explosive ring! Do it! Look sharp!
Ignite!
Our work is done here. Let's move.
I'm right behind you, Shion.
dispose of the trash.
Rising Phoenix! One more! You're mine! Try my form! Take down their defenses! I owe you one.
Where are you going?
Got fire!
I got this! Let him march
Try
though!
this!
Take this!
All yours!
Blade!
First strike!
One up!
Thanks! First strike! Here I come!
The fray!
Dragon Swarm!
Annihilation!
Rising! Try this! Infernal Turret!
Look sharp!
Dragon Swarm!
Healing circle!
Rising Falcon!
This one's mine!
Lightning Thrust!
Look sharp!
Slide!
On guard! That's my cue!
One more!
Shut him down! Take this! You're finished!
Eagle
Dragon Swarm! Be still!
I'm out! Back into the fray!
You picked the wrong fight! Here I
This one's
come!
mine!
It's over!
I'm practically unstoppable.
I never miss!
Armor won't save you.
Going in! Take this! I'll heal you all!
Showdown between blade and fish.
Denied!
Take this!
This one's mine!
Falcon!
Take this! Back into the fray!
That's
That's my cue!
Shut him!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Here's a healing art!
My turn! Dragon Swarm!
Lightning meteor!
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade! I'm on it!
This one's mine!
You're mine! Swallow dance! Try this! Explosive ray! I'm on it!
I'm going forward!
You're
Going
mine!
in! Get toasty!
Bird strike!
I need to be stronger.
I think this is a key to the noble room of the castle.
A noble what?
The room at the northern end of this floor. Maybe the release mechanism is in there.
We've reached our destination.
Have you guys checked your equipment lately?
Hell yeah! There's no...
Looks like we made it here in one piece.
You know, the more I think about it, this palace is way too big for its own good.
Tell me about it. Plus, where the hell were these soldiers and Zeugles all this time?
Normally, the Zeugles are kept in specialized training facilities and only get let out in cases of emergency.
Like this one? For instance? Give me a break.
No shield can stand up to these fists!
Try this! For my lord!
Ready! Fighting! Going in! Mine!
I can carve through
Like this! Ignite!
If it's in the sky, it's
I
mine!
bet you hear it now!
We're not finished!
Grenade! Going in!
Take this!
Tiger
It's
Blade!
over! You're mine!
Well then, let's keep moving. I won't forgive you!
Nothing gets by me!
Tiger Blade!
Here's a healing!
So much for talking it out.
Astral energy!
Say no more!
Glacial spear! This one's mine!
Going in! Turn up!
All right. There are enemy forces here, too?
They must be predicting our movements and deploying accordingly.
So they figured we were coming all along, is that it?
Way!
Attack time! Finish! Put your gun out your hand! Tiger Blade!
Annihilation! Iron Flame! Reload!
Dragon Swarm!
Ignition! Searing Flame! Reload! I'm back!
That's it! You picked the wrong fight!
Nicely done.
Right, here goes! Bring him down! I'm on!
I'm the true gunslinger around here.
Engaging! Thanks! Dragon Form!
Appreciate the help.
Get toasty!
Burn Strike!
Annihilation!
Take it! Rising Falcon! I can feel my power growing! won't
armor's
save
too
you!
strong.
But let it all go!
Be my guest.
Tiger Blade!
Healing
Get away! Out of the way! Burn!
Look sharp. Lightning
Tiger Blade!
Glacial Spear! Pierce evil!
I'm just getting started!
Freeze Lancer!
Be still! I'm on it!
Tiger Blade!
Glitter Dragon!
Make it rain! Yukara! I'll stop your movement!
And I'll stop your life!
Our work is done here. Let's move.
I'm right behind you, Shion. What's this thing? So what is Mahag Sar exactly?
One of the 5 realms of Dana. From the sound of it, Kelzelik had some dealings with them. I never miss!
I'm going in!
Get toasty!
Burn Strike!
Mega Ray!
This one is mine! Tiger Blade! Dragon Shell!
Glacial Spear!
Rising Focus!
Freeze Lancer!
Fall back!
Look. Looks like we won.
Is that some kind of note the rebels left?
Hey, it mentions the release mechanism we're looking for. But
This isn't enough to go on.
Engaging! I can carve through one!
This one's mine!
Try this! Fire support!
Watch for their ranged attacks!
Bring them down! Yeah!
That's it!
Take this!
Tiger Blade!
You're finished!
This one is mine!
Ignite!
Going
Take
in!
this!
Make it rain!
Goodwill! Heaving descent! Flashing fang! We managed to pull through.
Look! Another note from the rebels.
If we combine it with the note we found before, then there should be a key inside a cabinet in the office.
Great. Let's see if we can find it. Even if Danins and Renans aren't on completely equal footing here, both sides still cared about each other. And now we have to fight some of those same Renans inside the palace.
Don't forget, we're here fighting to keep what makes this realm so special alive. Don't lose... Oh, Kisara.
Do my best!
Bring him down!
Here's the evil.
Take this!
Going in.
Did you see this coming? Time to shine!
It's a duel of the arts.
Dragon form! Flying free! Why can't we just sit still?
Sion, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done.
Rising Falcon!
Its armor's too strong.
Split it open!
Be my guest. An astral art?
That's my cue.
Shut him down.
Now you see what I can do! My shield! Flaming force!
I'll take you all on! Ha! Flare the Malika! An outstanding effect.
Take this! Dragon form!
Make it rain! I'll stop your movement.
And I'll stop your life! Fall back! Eat this!
Where are you going?
Dragon form! Fire support! This time!
Mega Ray!
Blow away! Take this! Ignite!
Looks like we got them all.
armor's too strong.
Be my guest.
Tiger Blade!
Dragon Swarm! Explosive Ring!
Going in!
Eternal Devastation! Dragon Swarm!
Deathfall!
Now in the group!
Here goes! That's my cue!
Shut him down.
Kikara! Go for it!
Prepare to crumble! Looks like we got them all.
Did that finally get rid of the wall?
To think they would hide it in Lord Dohalim's personal quarters. The nerve of these people.
They won't get away with it for much longer.
That's right. We have to hurry to the Lord's chamber. Let's go.
Well, well, if it isn't the slaves and the traitor. I don't remember giving you permission to enter the palace.
So it's true. You really are the one behind all this, Kelzelik.
I don't remember giving you permission to speak either. Know your place, slave.
Now we see his true colors.
Yeah, a despicable excuse for a human being. Though really, I guess that makes him pretty ordinary, huh?
Kelzelik, you were Lord Dohalim's most trusted advisor. His closest ally. Why would you betray him?
Don't be a fool. I didn't serve him because I wanted to. I expect a mere slave wouldn't know, but there are many powerful contenders for the position of Lord. A contest of strength determines the one who will be Lord and undisputed ruler of a realm. There is no choice in the selection. If my master had any ambitions of becoming the sovereign, I would have gladly served him.
But he had no intention of fighting for the crown.
Indeed. Can you slaves even imagine how that looked to the rest of us? Enduring the whims of an ambitionless lord, all we could do was wait for the end as we suffered through our humiliation.
You want suffering? Try being Danon for a day.
So you plotted against Lord Dohalim in secret. And when my brother found out...
And I would do it all again if it meant returning Menancia to its rightful state! A realm where Danans are slaves and Renans their masters. It's the natural order.
Enough! Who are you to decide what is natural or rightful, traitor? Miguel, my brother, he dreamed of building a world free of suffering. He gave his life for that dream. And all you've managed to build is a lake of death! You killed my brother! And now you'll die for it! My brother's dead because of you!
Why should I concern myself with the passing of one pathetic slave?
Have you no shame? Yes, mine!
It can hide itself?
Amazing!
Cricket does it! Trinity form! I'm ready! Just Tiger Blade! Far enough!
Explosive rings!
I'm going in!
Coming in!
One more! I really owe you one!
Talent storm!
I owe you one back! Tiger Blade!
Dragon storm!
That's it!
Try this!
Tiger Blade!
Explosive rings!
It vanished again?
Listen carefully and keep your eyes peeled.
Oh! Now I'm real mad!
Going in! One more!
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! Eat this!
Will this help?
Rising spell!
You may be strong,
But I'll never back down!
Here's the eagle!
Tiger Blade!
Freeze Lancer!
Just watch it!
Not on my watch!
Going in!
I'll smash you!
Ignite!
Tiger Blade!
Dragon form!
I owe you one back!
Try this!
Watch this!
Explosive ring! Severing wing! Be still!
Eagle Blade!
Rising!
I'm ready! Going in! Dragon Storm! Tiger Blade!
Searing gale!
Just up!
Healing circle!
Far enough!
Talent hurricane!
This one's mine!
Wind! Searing gale!
This one's mine! I really owe you Tiger Blade!
Dragon spear! Here's the eagle!
Here and now!
Anything
Here
you
you
want
go.
is all mine!
Strike!
Here's the healing arc!
Searing gale!
Our Tiger Blade!
Gemini Aqua!
I'm on a roll now! Going in!
Severing wind! Searing gale!
Talent hurricane!
Eagle Time!
Talent hurricane! I'm ready!
On guard!
Stardust!
That's it! Here we go again! Tiger Blade!
Rising phoenix!
Annihilation!
This
One's mine!
Here we go again!
Here, let me help.
This one's mine! Tiger Blade!
Hear me!
You hear it now!
Burning strike!
Let's shot!
Here's the eagle!
On guard!
Rising
Going in! That's it! Tiger Blade!
wind!
First aid!
I owe you one!
Going in! One more! Ready to go! Come on!
Not today!
You have to hold on!
Not on my watch!
Far enough!
Mega Ray! Annihilation!
Piercing roar!
They'll pay for that!
Look shot!
Let me help!
Dragon form!
Redwell! Astral energy! Full throttle! Mega Ray!
An outstanding effect!
Here's a healing arc!
Dragon swarm!
First aid!
The power of
Be
light!
still!
I'm ready to go!
Burning strike!
Severing wind!
Here's the eagle!
Dragon swarm!
Big flash! Now you see what I can do!
That move!
Try harder! Here comes the big one!
Here's the eagle!
Severing wind!
Freeze Lancer!
Guardian
Here,
Field!
let me help.
All
dance!
First aid!
Dragon swarm!
By the
Severing
power of
wind!
light!
Searing gale!
You made me angry!
Fury!
That was a bad idea!
Lightning thrust!
Burning strike!
On guard!
Lightning flare!
healing
No! It can't end here!
First strike!
I'll bring you back from death.
I'm on it! I'll finish you here and now!
That's it! Tiger Blade!
I'm on it!
Not done yet!
Swallow dance!
An astral art?
That's my cue!
Shut him down!
Here's a healing
Tear!
Far enough! Dragon Swarm! You picked the wrong fight!
Tiger Blade!
This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's for. Get behind me.
Got it! I'll leave it to you!
I'm out! On guard!
Searing Gale!
Take this!
I don't feel so hot.
You should sit this one out.
And miss all the sun.
I don't have this.
Eat this!
Try harder!
Annihilate!
Take this! Now, while it's reeling!
Take it down!
I'll smash you! I'm on a roll now!
This one's mine! Glacial shield!
Take this!
Here's evil! Look sharp! Here goes!
Dragon! One more!
Burn it!
If it's in the sky, it's mine!
It's gonna attack!
Right, watch out!
Watch it!
Time to shine!
This isn't looking good.
Piercing roar! Talon storm!
One's down!
This should do it!
Glacial spear! Pierce evil! Far enough! Will this help? Flaming meteor! Healing circle!
Try harder!
Glacial spear! Pierce evil!
There!
Here's a healing arc!
Talon
I owe you one!
That's it! Rip it!
Tiger blade!
Here I come! Dragon Swarm!
Anything in armor is all yours!
Here's evil!
Nothing fight!
You pay for that!
I'll bring you back from death to biz! Resuscitation!
Dragon Swarm!
Will this help?
Next!
Not
yet!
Healing circle!
I really...
Does it! On guard!
Hold nothing back!
Piercing roar!
Wind! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Will this help?
Here I come! I'm on it!
If it's in the sky!
Hey!
Appreciate the help.
Rip and tear!
Where are you going? Look sharp!
Armor won't save you!
One tough cookie.
Not for much
today.
longer, he isn't!
Don't let up till it's all over.
Try this!
Here I go!
Now I'm in the groove!
Explosive ring!
Downfall! I'm out of ammo! On guard! First aid!
Leave the chargers to me.
You've got something big!
Try to dodge!
My turn! Take this!
Hear me! Flame of fury!
Try harder!
Here, let
Stay
me
away
help.
from my friend!
First aid! Bring you back from death
You're
to biz!
finished!
Dragon shout!
Resuscitation!
I'm on
On
it!
guard!
This
Here
is
I
it!
am! On guard!
Dragon Swarm!
Tiger blade!
I'm not feeling so great.
Guardian field! Healing circle!
Their arts were
I'll pick
interrupted.
you up! On guard! Here's a healing arch! Not on my watch!
Pieces!
One more! Tiger blade!
Infernal Torrent! Try harder!
I never miss!
I'll smash you! Now I'm in the groove!
Here's a healing
You're
arch!
mine!
First aid!
Rising Sun! Infernal Torrent!
Seven on one more!
Be still!
Tiger blade!
Rising! It's too much!
By the power of water! Far enough! I'll heal you all!
See what happened there is you crossed me. Shouldn't have done that.
Dragon Swarm!
Healing circle!
Appreciate the help.
I owe you one.
Flaming Thrust! Mega Ray!
Rising Falcon!
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
Here, let me help.
Do it! Law, I'll stop your movement.
And I'll stop your life!
You filthy slaves are despicable!
Your dreams of attaining lordship are no more. Give up, Kelzelik.
Attaining lordship? Ridiculous. Only those who possess a master core can become a lord. What, did you think just anyone could do it?
But then, what were you trying to accomplish with this? Didn't you betray your lord?
Yes, that's true. However, there are other lords.
Other lords? So you mean...
At last, the truth is revealed.
Dohalim, where have you been this whole time?
Cleaning up. Kelzelik, you've made your last of these.
The fruit of Helgen?
It can't be. You found my production facility?
Correct. And I tore it down. But something still troubles me. It's clear that this is no ordinary fruit. Nor was the equipment used to grow it. You couldn't have done all this without outside assistance. Indeed. Something like this must have come from another realm. Tsar, perhaps?
You actually expect me to talk now? At this point, the contest for the crown will be over soon enough. And you will finally receive the punishment you deserve for your weakness.
I've already received my punishment. May this be my final act, as the Lord of Elder Menancia. Go. To Mahak Sar, Ganeth Haros, wherever you think you'll find a suitable lord.
Are you alright with this? He killed your brother after all.
He did. But then I thought, he's nothing more than one common, ordinary Renan. He's not worthy of my time or my anger, right?
So after everything, was the dream of coexisting just a dream? What is that?
Those are the cheers of the brave Danans who overpowered Kelzelik's forces.
Wait, they challenged the Renans?
Indeed. A militia made up of Danan guardsmen, Renan supporters, and of course, the Gold Dust Cats.
Do we have you to thank for bringing them all together?
Regardless of what your original motivations were, your dream of coexistence saved countless lives. And now, those people out there are fighting to keep that dream alive. That's something real.
Be that as it may, they do so now by their own hands. These people no longer need any lord.
Where are you going?
To put an end to the crown contest. So long as its madness persists, peace will remain ever out of reach. I cannot allow it to continue.
The crown contest impacts far more than just the Danans. You're choosing to fight Lenegis and the entire Empire.
I am well aware. However, if I wish to keep this dream from dying, then I have little choice in the matter. Besides, it's the least I can do.
So you're gonna go out there and make that dream real on your own?
You may be decided on your path, but that doesn't make it any less difficult.
why not walk that road with us?
Pardon?
You heard me. We're fighting to liberate the Danans. You're fighting for the people of this realm. I'd say we're on the same path, really. It would only make sense for us to walk it together.
Danan dissidents, side by side with a Renan lord? Not the least intriguing invitation I've received. An invitation which would only be proper courtesy for me to accept.
I'll take that as a yes.
Hey, where'd Kisara go? I don't see her anywhere.
Maybe she just needed some time alone. A lot's happened.
That makes sense. She did just lose her brother after all.
We ought to keep moving as well. So long as there are lords who draw breath, we have a mission to complete. Kisara's a big girl. I'm sure she can handle herself. We should hurry on ahead to our next destination.
I guess you're right. And it is a lot safer here than it was. What do you think, Dohalim?
I am not sure I have the right to say anything as far as Kisara is concerned.
Fair enough. Well, I, for one, would like to say goodbye if we get a chance. Let's keep an eye out for her as we leave.
What's Kisara going to do now?
I'm sure it's complicated for her.
Where did Kisara run off to?
You don't think she took off after Kelzelik, do you?
No. Nagal entrusted her with his dream. She wouldn't do something reckless like that. Right now, I think she just needs time to think. What she does from here on out is up to her. She has to be the one to decide.
We've reached our destination.
You all arrived here from Cislodia, yes? In that case, you should depart via the south gate, rather than the one you arrived through.
After all that, Kisara never came back to see us.
I'm surprised she slipped away without us noticing. Where would she even go? I hope this place survives. You think the Danins and Renins have a chance of getting along? We didn't really do much to change things around here, did we?
This realm had its own walls to overcome. And in the end, it was the people themselves who decided to break them down, without any help from us. I hope they keep going, I really do.
Yeah, well, if you say so, I guess. Huh?
All right. I leave command of the Gold Dust Cats in your hands.
You've got nothing to worry about, Kisara. I'll do your brother proud.
Looks like it's time to go. Take good care of Zare for me. All right, Legil?
You've got it. Stay safe, Kisara.
Did you come to say goodbye?
Actually, I was wondering if you could use another companion.
Huh?
Well, we certainly don't mind you coming along. We just figured you'd stay behind and help rebuild. These people could use you.
I thought much the same thing. However, in the end, something changed my mind. Ever since Miguel died, I've been thinking a lot. About where I went wrong, what I should have done differently. You know, that sort of thing. It's true that our dream of coexistence saved many Danin lives, but we were naive and short-sighted. I was so wrapped up in my idea of how things should be that I didn't see the problems that existed right in front of us. I thought we had been given a utopia. And so I never bothered to look too far past its surface. I chose to be ignorant. And because of that, because of me, my brother...
Miguel's death wasn't your fault, Kisara.
Perhaps you're right. But in the end, it was me he entrusted this dream to. I learned that nothing in this life is free, or gained without sacrifice. Now that I know that, I'll just have to figure out what else I don't know.
So, decided to join us?
I have. And hopefully I can continue to protect Elda Menancia from outside the dream world, for the sake of those still inside.
And here I thought you joined for an opportunity on my life.
In all honesty, I'm grateful to you. I truly am. I don't blame you for what happened. But I must also leave your service. No longer will I be defined by protecting a Renin lord. From now on, when I fight to protect my dream. All I ask is that you do your part, that you fight alongside me, not just for those who used to believe in your dream, but for those that still do. Dohalim.
I understand. I'm no longer a lord anyway.
Well, this crew just gets bigger and bigger. All right, where to, team?
We make for Mahag Sar, the Valley of the Four Winds.
I'm amazed how easily you can move such a giant shield around like it's nothing.
Really? It's not actually as heavy as it looks.
It's really reassuring to have someone like you protecting us, though.
You know, I guess I never realized it before, but looking back, I've always been the sort to put myself in harm's way to protect those around me, even before I joined the Eldamenencia Guard. So in a way, using this shield to keep you all safe feels like it's what I was meant to do.
You don't need to worry about protecting me. I don't plan on relying on you.
That's okay. It doesn't matter if you do or not. I don't protect people because they ask me to. I do it because I want to, and because I think it's the right thing to do. That goes for you too, Dohalim.
Me?
Yes. You see, you and I both want the same thing. We have the same goal. That means it's in my best interest to continue to protect and keep you safe as well. Even now.
I'm not sure how much protecting I'll need either, but I appreciate the thought. I'm sure you'll do us proud, Kisara.
Right. You can all count on me.
What was Kelzalek even after in the end?
Isn't it obvious? Clearly he wanted the throne for himself, and was gonna have his goons execute Dohalim to get it.
He had to have known he couldn't hope to defeat a lord. He should have run while he had the chance, instead of holding himself up in the palace.
Maybe he thought he couldn't run? Either way, the outcome's the same.
So he got desperate and decided to go for broke?
One might argue that he was another victim of mine, in a sense.
Huh?
There is no greater calling in life to a Renin than the crown contest, yet I refused to take part. The shock he felt at that must have been truly immense, enough to drive him to revolt, even though doing so meant defying Renin hierarchy.
I know I've said this before, but Danans and Renins wouldn't coexist here if it wasn't for your stance.
But that was no lofty idealism on my part, nor do I feel any pride at what occurred.
Spare us the pity party. You literally just joined us to uphold those ideals.
Shion?
No, she is absolutely correct. I shall speak no more of my misgivings.
I think Hoodle senses something.
Mahag Sar. That makes 4 out of the 5 realms that I've visited now.
I wonder what kind of lord we're gonna find there.
It doesn't matter. If they try to get in our way, we'll take them down and that'll be that.
I won't forgive you!
Come and face me!
With the Freeze Lancer!
Flaming thrust!
Dragon Shell!
Rising...
Ready!
One more!
If they rush you, you gotta jump for cover, okay?
Elusive deity! Can you take it?
I'm on a roll now! I'll stop its charge!
Thanks, Kisara!
Primed and ready! Freeze Lancer!
Elusive deity!
Roll away!
Take this! I'm not done!
Healing Circle!
I'm sorry, Father.
We've all got enough on our hands.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm in your debt.
Don't get complacent.
What's this thing?
Maybe something's going on in the forest.
A fish! You saw it too, right?
I didn't realize there was a pond here.
Yeah, this is Taka Pond. And it happened to have saved my life once upon a time.
What do you mean?
As a kid, I survived life under the past lords by escaping here when I needed to. It's terrible to swim in, but great for catching a bite for dinner away from Ren and eyes.
Bear in mind, our rations back then weren't enough to live off of. You had to take matters into your own hands if you wanted enough food to survive.
But how did you catch them? With your bare hands?
That might take a while. Fish are prone to swim away at the first sign of trouble.
I'd put bait or a lure on a line and use it with a fishing rod.
You must not be familiar with fishing if this sounds new to you.
I hope we catch something decent.
Indeed. Hungry bellies are counting on this. Ha! I've got something. I'll let you go this time. Hup. Not my lucky day, I guess. I've got something. She's got a good size to her, all told.
Hopefully it tastes better than it looks.
And that's all there is to it.
Wow. It seems like you need to have good reflexes to catch anything. I don't know if it's really for me. Kisara? I think I've seen enough.
Oh, sorry. I guess I'm just in my own little world when I go fishing.
Looks like we're going to be here for a while.
That's how fishing goes. You wait for a bite, and then the real battle begins.
Miguel told me that different fish live in different regions, and you have to pick the right rod and lure for what you're hoping to catch.
But that doesn't change the fact it's a giant time sink.
Of course, each fish has its own unique flavor, too. And some of them are supposed to be extremely delicious.
When you put it like that, maybe it's worth me trying my hand at fishing after all.
You're just in it for the food.
I was hoping we'd get to fish during our travels. And it just so happens I made sure to grab my brother's old rod before I left Vicente. So, if you ever feel like fishing when we've got a little downtime, just let me know.
Good to hear. Thanks for showing us.
Okay!
I'm always amazed what healing arts can do.
Just... It's doing my job. No need to thank me.
Hey. Is it just me, or have those two barely spoken a single word to one another?
I know, right? But after everything that happened with Miguel, is it really any wonder?
Kinda puts a damper on the whole journey though, huh? How long do you think they're gonna keep this up?
If it bothers you that much, why don't you ask them?
Why do I have to ask?
How come you walk together like that?
She really doesn't beat around the bush.
You mean Kisara and myself?
You hadn't noticed? You've been practically joined at the hip ever since we left Vicente.
I guess it's force of habit, most likely. I was always ready to protect him, should the need arise. It sort of came with the job description.
Right. From being in the Elder Menancia Guard. Although, Dohalim's pretty capable of defending himself, isn't he?
Having guards doesn't necessarily mean the one being guarded is weak. No one's perfect all the time.
Even so, it's not like they're entirely wrong, Kisara. You're no longer in my employ, after all.
I don't know. I mean, if it's what she's used to and you're both comfortable with it, then who are we to judge?
But she doesn't serve him anymore. It isn't normal for her to keep following him around like she still does.
You know, she's probably right. And a lot has changed over the last few days. Perhaps I'll give it some thought after all. Does that sound all right by you?
Of course.
You might want to stop asking his permission for every little thing while you're at it.
Sorry. It's not that easy, shaking off old habits. I'll probably need a little time to get fully... I've noticed that sometimes we come across...
I hate if what you're trying to out...
I possess the...
Huh? I'm glad...
I shall do... Something feels odd here. Be on your guard.
I just noticed none of you other Danans have spirit cores. Why is that?
Both of my parents were part of the resistance in Calaglia. In fact, my birth was kept a secret from the Renans.
Mine too. We always lived in hiding, so I never had a spirit core embedded in me like I was supposed to.
What about you, Alphen? You were a slave in Calaglia before all this, weren't you?
To be completely honest, I'm not sure why I don't have one. All the other Danon slaves around me did. I was the only exception. They tended to keep their distance from me to avoid attracting any attention from the soldiers, because of my mask and all. What about you, Kisara? Do you still have your spirit core?
No. I was able to find a good Renin doctor who's sympathetic to our kind, and had them remove it before I left. They did such a great job, the procedure didn't even leave a scar.
One of the benefits of coexistence, huh?
I know that once the spirit vessel was shut down, there wasn't much need for me to hurry. But still, I didn't like having that mark of servitude lingering on me any longer than I had to. It may sound a little strange to hear me say this, but I'm just me now. Not a guardsman or a slave. I'm my own woman, and this is my chance to have a new beginning.
This sure is one rugged road. You'd think they'd keep this at least a little better maintained, right?
Why spend energy fixing that which is rarely used? Repairs require time and effort, which in our world means slaves, often in great numbers. For you, it may be a simple request. Nobody...
And you know...
True enough. Ideally.
However...
So...
Indeed, much like...
It's true. Still...
What are you...
All right. There's nowhere to run from my heart. When he slows down, that's our chance.
It's like trying to keep
In
up
a
with a
bind.
wall!
Take this!
Try this!
Resonate with the earth!
Do back!
Stand back! I'll trip it up.
Dragon form! First strike!
Take this!
Dragon shell! Take this! Dragon form! Eat this!
Oh! Now I'm real mad!
Mega Ray! Annihilation!
Win! No further! Mirage! Dazzle! Rising Falcon!
Elusive deity! I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
Still!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
See you continue on in that vein.
My lady?
Something you wanted to say?
Here I come! It's over!
In a bind?
Here I stand!
Searing flame! Searing flame of fury!
Explosive ring!
I'm ready! Get toasty!
Burn strike!
Got some interesting moves there, Dohalim. I'm glad you're on our side.
I'm simply glad to hear that I can make myself useful to you all. Huh?
What's wrong?
We seem to have come across some rather unusual objects.
What, you mean that pile of garbage?
No mere garbage, I assure you. Still, I've never seen anything shaped like it before. I'm intrigued.
Are you curious about this stuff, Rinwell?
Yeah. I think he might have found some old Danon relics. They look like the remains of a bunch of objects that disappeared after the Renins first invaded.
And yet here I am, holding them without so much as a second thought. I imagine the sight must be unsettling to you.
Not really, just... That it must be nice to be a Renin who has time to indulge in stuff like that, unlike the rest of us.
Are you interested in this stuff too, Dohalim?
Charmed may be a better turn of phrase. I simply love objects that can give me a sense of what their maker was thinking, the history that went into their creation. You see, we Renins have hardly any such objects that trace back to our distant past.
I still don't understand what you two find so
Why not?
I get that, but it's not like this stuff is any use now, does it? It's just old. Real old.
Oh, but it does. Holding it in your hands like this, one can feel and engage with the distant past in a...
I'll take your word for it. Well, seeing as it's down in history, just make sure you're careful with it.
But of course.
This should make for some good weapon crafting material.
Visibility along this path will remain limited for some time. Take care not to get ambushed.
I'm surprised you know the terrain here so well. Lords don't strike me as having much time for wandering in the woods.
Sometimes I would take strolls along here when I wished to be alone.
You always did have a bad habit of disappearing without telling any of us guardsmen.
Oh man, I hope I live long enough to regret this. Leave the agile ones.
Here's evil! Arch shield!
Pesky airborne scoundrel!
Sounds like a job for you truly!
You're mine! I'll smash you!
Leave the enemy's arcs to
Leave
me!
the ensnaring to me.
No, yeah. To me.
Stay calm. I shall provide assistance.
Win!
Behold! The Earth pulse! Tectonic fission! Benediction.
Where are you going?
Eagle Fly!
Watch this.
Here I come! Big Blast! Elusive deity!
I couldn't make it in time. Imbue this vanquished soul with resuscitation.
I've let you all down.
Not done yet! Elusive deity!
Denied! Imbue this vanquished soul with life. Resuscitation.
Try this!
I'm ready!
They'll pay for that.
No further!
Win!
Did you just heal me?
Yes. I need you, remember?
We're sending them out! It's time to finish this! Die! Consuming wildfire! Mega ray!
Can you take it now?
Lightning thrust!
This one's mine!
Elusive deity!
Do it! This one's got your name on it!
Ashes to ashes. A merry
Here I go.
distraction.
There's still more to go!
I wonder if we can make new weapons with this.
This one will be difficult to predict.
Easter! I'll smash you!
Stalagmite!
Trident Swarm! Talon Storm! Lightning thrust!
Airborne beast! I shall ensure you survive this!
Lightning thrust!
Freaks.
Arch shield!
See ya! Can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done!
Now let loose!
Begin! Win!
I'll face you!
Rising
Tornado guard!
Inferno Torrent! Severing Wind! Rising Falcon!
Now I'm in the groove.
Healing flame of fury!
Take this! Dragon Swarm!
Here's evil!
Elusive deity!
I'll edge you.
Freeze
It's
laser!
on!
Eat this.
Dazzle! Easter!
I'm on it.
Hurricane!
Far enough!
Glimmer
Be
flame!
still!
Elusive deity! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
I need to be stronger.
It's so hilly around here. I can feel my feet getting blisters.
That's mountain hiking for you. It can be pretty tough if you're not used to these sorts of trails.
I take it you're comfortable with them then?
Oh yeah. We used to run up and down these slopes all the time for our training exercises.
Damn. You weren't messing around.
I have a bad feeling about this.
I can carve. I'm surrounded.
Burn in hell!
Annihilation! Wonder ray! This one's mine!
Elusive
Got fired!
I've got it! Let a marksman handle it!
All yours!
Watch it! The enemy wields arts too.
We'll soon see about that!
No further!
Lightning thrust! Rising falcon!
Do it!
Be still!
Hey!
Blow them away!
How's that?
Rising falcon!
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
Here's a healing
Take
art!
this!
Where are you going?
So fine not too long ago.
I'm ready! Still!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Back into the fray!
I've still got a ways to go!
Oh man, I hope I live long enough to regret this.
I'm not so good with airborne targets.
I can carve through armor.
You're mine!
Here's a healing art!
Still!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
See you continue on in that vein.
Yes, my lady?
Something you wanted to say?
Wind! Searing gale!
I'm ready! Dohalim! Hey!
Blow them away!
This should come in handy when crafting weapons.
Brace yourselves! This one's tough!
I'm on the way!
Here I go!
Try this on for size!
Dragon form! Come and face me! This one's yours! Explosive ring! Burn!
Eagle fly! Take to the fray!
Dragon form! Storm! Try this!
Prepare to be sealed.
Explosive ring!
Actually, perhaps bound is more appropriate.
Less talking, more doing.
In an instant! Impact block! We work well together.
Finally time to play.
Glacial spear! Pierce evil!
You're mine!
I can't heal you forever!
Rising! Try this! Infernal turret!
Into the shadow!
Ah! Dazzle! Coming through! Ha! Melt! Scarlet and...
So that didn't go as planned.
We must consider well if this is the right path.
We got some good equipment!
I can't say its appearance is to my tastes, personally.
More Danon runes here too, I see.
What were people even thinking back then? Trying to build anything around here.
Maybe they just had that much time and energy on their hands.
What's this thing?
feeling about
Be
this.
still with the earth! Rising strike! No, I'm such a kid. Can't end here!
Forgive me. This is my fault.
I'll bring you back from death's abyss.
Never been so popular.
Not done yet!
The picture of death.
Wind! Searing gale!
Dragon Shout!
And more that will burn out! Dragon swarm!
I can only
You're helping me to become a pattern.
for the good of all of us.
Is it now?
This one's all mine! Eat dirt! I'll face you! Dragon swarm! I'll watch you! Try this! Explosive ring! Elusive deity! Be still! We did it!
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more pummeling.
Cut them apart to your heart's content.
First strike! Searing gale! I'm on it! I'm not fearing so great.
Where are you going?
Dragon swarm! I'm on it!
Glacial, do it!
What's this?
Get toasty!
Burn strike!
They've really got us on the ropes.
Don't forget to heal your wounds.
I sure have built up a sweat with this hike.
Rest assured, we have reached the top. It's all downhill from here, quite literally.
So Mahag Sar's just up ahead then?
Indeed. If you look, across this mountain is the Lord's Keep.
What's this place here? Some kind of old house?
I don't know about that. If I had to guess, it probably served as some kind of shrine.
So it's still a house, in a sense. Just for a god.
Brace yourself! This one's tough! Be still!
Smash you!
Take this!
By the power of
First
Bandai!
strike! Be still! You're on! Severing wind! Searing gale!
Hey, when did I get so popular?
Take this! You're looking good!
Eat this! Healing art!
An astral arch?
That's my cue!
Begin!
Shut him down! Rising falcon! Severing wind!
It's time to finish this! Die! Consuming wildfire!
Take this!
Power of water! Powered hurricane!
Do it! Get toasty!
Burn strike!
Right, next one!
Already on! Can you take it?
Rising falcon!
I'll face you!
You're mine! You're finished!
Confiscate!
Dazzle!
Begin!
Rising falcon!
Do it! Go for it!
Prepare to crumble!
Elusive deity! Here I come!
My concentration is dwindling. Perhaps I'm tired.
This one's mine!
Hurricane! Far enough! I can carve through armor!
Dragon
Oh! Now I'm real mad! Dragon Shout!
I'm ready! In an instant! Impact block! We work well together.
Like a finely timed waltz.
Dragon
There you
swarm!
go! I feel like me again! Big blast!
Glacial spear!
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
First strike!
I'm the
The
Glimmer Dragon!
You picked the wrong fight!
I'm
You're
ready!
mine!
Hey! Blow them away!
You can use
martial arts too?
Am I overstepping my bounds?
Brace yourselves! This one's tough! Begin! Elusive deity! Take this! Dragon form!
No, not my finest. Forgive me. This is my fault.
It's over!
Art expert coming through!
Resuscitation!
Mega ray!
Here I come! No patience! Elusive deity! Severing wing! Tempest! First strike!
Bronze and red!
Elusive deity!
Can you take it?
I'm ready!
Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis!
We're still standing. Barely.
That equipment should come in handy.
This one's tough, but we have no choice.
Let me know if you need healing.
Far enough!
I'm on it! Talon Hurricane! Begin!
Eagle Side!
You escape!
They got me flanked!
Explosive ring!
Heal!
Severing wing!
That's enough!
This one's all mine! Not today!
Anything in armor is all mine!
Can't get out of this!
I'm out of ammo!
Not my finest.
I couldn't make it in
I'll
time.
bring you back from death to
You're
death!
mine! Here I come! No paper! Dragon form! Dragon form!
Begin!
Dragon shout!
Hear me!
Searing
Flame of
gale!
fury! Burning strike! Glacial spear! Pierce me! This one's mine! Where are you going?
It's over!
Anything in armor is all mine!
Mega Ray!
Let's try this!
Oh, not in your dreams!
This one's all mine! Burn it hell!
So that's how a lord fights.
I don't perform as well when I'm observed.
I'm going to pretend I didn't hear you say
Dragon
that.
Swarm!
Pierce evil!
Explosive ring!
Here, let me help.
New melody!
Any more of this and I'll burn out.
Inferno turret! Swallow dance!
Elusive deity!
I wonder if I'm as strong as my dad was.
One day I think you'll surpass him.
I wonder when.
Still thinking about how to act around Dohalim?
That obvious, huh? Except I don't think I'll be changing much after all. Don't get me wrong, for as long as I can remember.
Which in the end pretty much means doing as you've always done, right? If that's what you're most comfortable with, I'm certainly not going to give you any grief over it.
Actually, I've been thinking about how I ought to act around you all as well.
Oh?
When I set out on this journey, it was to rid Eldaman and Sia of its enemies, and search for wisdom in the outside world. Wisdom that I could I'm grateful.
What are you talking?
Is it though?
Oops.
Now that you...
What?
Eating what you like.
Does that...
Isn't that...
It does.
Yeah, to be...
Understood.
You hear that?
What is...
No, sorry.
Well,
No, not...
me?
Rinwell.
That said, should you need my skill,
I'm sure no...
I wouldn't get...
Something...
Not exactly. I was...
Etiquette?
Indeed.
That's not being...
Yes,
What do you want?
Yeah, what...
perhaps.
That's because I...
Yeah.
Exact...
I will It would have...
You don't need...
Nevertheless, having said...
Yeah, and
If you say... Although I suppose my first...
You're not...
Hey, let's stop for a minute.
What's up? You already tired?
My armor's pretty heavy. I think I need a little rest.
I second that. All of this walking is starting to take its toll on me as well.
What? You don't look it.
We can't spare the time. There's places we need to be. Mahag Sar's capital, Niez, is our destination right now.
But if one of us collapses, it will only serve to slow us down. And in your case, Alphen is the only one who could carry you. Best to rest while you have the opportunity.
Enough already. I need a break, so we're taking one.
I don't need you fretting over me.
Fretting? Hey, it's not like I'm... Been looking for you. For me? Why? Who are you? You said you were looking for me. Why? Beautiful, precious life. What the? That is all I desire. Then why are we fighting? Who even are you?
I'll heal you all!
Not my fighter! Stay away from my friend! Did you just heal me?
Yes, I need you, remember?
Who the hell are you? Bastard!
This guy's not normal!
His speed is unbelievable.
You mean he even surpasses a lord?
Try harder! My turn!
Nothing gets by
Resonate
me!
with the
I'll bring you back against the bit!
Resonate with the earth. Stalagmite.
I owe you one. Here I come! Dragon Swarm!
Begin.
Here you go! Searing Gale!
Annihilation!
Take this.
Severing Wind! It's too much! This one's all mine!
Annihilation!
Take the heal! Thanks! You picked the wrong fight! Wide open!
It won't escape me. I'll face you. Elusive
Explosive Ray!
Flame of Fury! Burning
I really owe you one. Take
Run
this.
you through!
Enjoy.
Arc Seal!
Eat this. Initiate.
Confiscated! Lightning! Downfall!
Begin.
Here I come!
With the earth.
Stalagmite! I'm all stocked up!
You're
Annihilation!
mine!
Piercing flame! I'm ready!
Swallow there.
I never miss!
Elusive deity.
Dragon Swarm!
Rotating firelight.
Coming through! Ha! Melt! Scarlet Inferno! Is that all that you've got? Very well. Then die. A wretch like you? Till next time. Shion, wake up, please!
Alfin?
Shion!
Thanks, but you're kinda crushing me.
Sorry.
It's okay. And so am I. It's not as bad as it looks.
Not bad. That's... Shion, we thought
I'm
you were...
fine. Really.
What the hell were you thinking?
Well, you were trying to protect me too, you know.
Yeah, but I have the sword. It's different.
It's not different. Besides, Never mind. It's nothing. Anyway, thank you.
But I didn't... Look, I'm just glad that you're...
Alphen?
Sorry.
That guy said he'd be back. I think maybe we should get moving before he returns, right?
Rinwell has a good point. We need to go. Shion, are you sure you're okay?
Shion, are you sure you're okay?
Yeah, I already applied some healing arts to it. It didn't even leave a scar.
But his sword went nearly straight through you.
I'm all right. Unless I've turned into some kind of ghost and I'm haunting you all right now.
No, I know you're not. It's just...
Look, I appreciate you looking out for me, but I'm fine. Really.
There was also that strange light that appeared when Shion was stabbed. It seemed to make the enemy retreat when he saw it. Alphen, do you have any idea what it might have been?
A light? I don't know. I was kind of preoccupied with other things at the time.
Now that I think of it, between that light and the blazing sword, just what sort of person are you, Alphen? Can you use Danon astral arts like Rinwell, perhaps?
He wouldn't know, Dohalim. He doesn't have any memories from his past, remember? Besides, we should really be getting out of here.
I suppose you're right. Forgive me. We've almost reached Nias, the capital of Mahag Sar. With any luck, we'll find a place there for Shion to rest. Hey.
How are you holding up after that last fight? You're not too hurt.
I'm fine.
If things get too...
I'm not
I get that.
Do I look?
I can't.
Look, please.
It's not... What's that big tower over there?
Judging by the stench, I'd say the animals at the ranch are all grown now.
Have you... guys checked your equipment lately?
You can never... never be too prepared. But did we have to spend so much?
No!